have any pressure now. They can just go play.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
They'll run for the first time with Kareem Hunt. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. They'll run with Hunt on second down. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
On third and 1, here's Mayfield. Being chased out left. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Jadeveon Clowney showing the explosiveness on the sack. On to punt, Jamie Gillen. Oh, this is off the side of his foot. And where will this be spotted? The side judge says it went out just across midfield. So good field position for the Rams as they come up first and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. Now the third leading rusher in the NFL last year, Todd Gurley. Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Todd Gurley. His second touchdown on the season. And the Rams strike quickly here for 6 points. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Browns drive about to get started. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down. Throwing, Mayfield. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
On first and 10, Mayfield. That is caught by the former Gator and
Antonio Callaway. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going. I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3. Hey, blue draw Corker. 24. Hurry, hurry. Banjo. Hey, alert, 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 alert. Hurry, hurry. Hey, Haywood.
Mayfield on first down. It's caught by OBJ. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Antonio Callaway, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
Regular. Tighten up.
Mayfield down. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a third down stop by them.
Maybe a little fortunate there. That was leaking a little, maybe leaking a lot, but he got it.
Yeah, he actually was able to make it work. How about the body language, though, right? As he watched that ball leak to the right, trying to bring it back in, and had just enough to get it done.
Let's go, baby.
At their own 32-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
They run. It's Gurley. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, are usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
Well, they'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
But it brings up 4th down.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
After one, a 14-3 ball game. The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter.
They are, however, facing a fourth down situation. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on fourth down. A carry here for the big tight end. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on fourth. Goff going to hand it to Gurley. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It was Denzel Ward in from his corner spot there to take him down for the loss.
Check 53's Mike. Oh, you got deep?
On 2nd and 12, Goff. That's complete to the tight end, Everett.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
He completes it to Bryant. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. On first down, it's gone. Oh, that was dangerous. Throw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33. So many questions about Todd Gurley in the offseason. How good is the knee? I mean, remember, he had a heavy workload the last couple years, nearly 4,000 yards from scrimmage, 40 total touchdowns, but just 4 carries in the NFC Championship game, 10 in the Super Bowl. So we'll see what kind of usage he gets this season. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage.
They tried to run right into the teeth of the defense on third down, but looked like those teeth were pretty sharp.
They were having absolutely none of it, stuffed them for a loss.
Yeah, couldn't get any leverage up front and move people aside in order to run the ball.
The 55-yard attempt, normally you'd say well within his range. A little surprised he came up short.
And he knew it immediately, didn't he? They are so calibrated, aren't they? They can tell the touch, the feel. When they put the foot to the ball, whether it's going to be good or not, he knew immediately he didn't have that one.
A run on first down, but it's not going to get him much. Maybe a yard, and that's all. Jadeveon Clowney there on the stop. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down. From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
Alert, 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 alert. Hey, high 7. 58 to Mike. Hurry, hurry. One touch.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. This is the tight end, Njoku. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A good pick up there, 26 yards.
First down. First and goal at the 8-yard line.
We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. They'll run. This is Hunt. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Kareem Hunt
His second touchdown on the season as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point by Seibert up and good, and that makes it a 14-10 ball game. The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. This one fielded at the 5. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost.
And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. Olivier Vernon coming in with some force for the sack that time. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. A play fake to Gurley. Now gone. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Johnny Hecker now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Beckham, the return. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10.
Here we go, set, 60 Pittsburgh. Hey, pick it up, defense, let's go. Hey, go.
They'll start out here with the option left. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Hey, there. He's coming. We got double up. Check. Hit it.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. He's got Njoku over the middle. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone.
Let's bring it.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Incomplete on the throwaway. Brings up 3rd down and 2.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. He connected on his first. This time it's 39 yards away. Seibert's kick is good. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
So we're back to a 1-point game now as the kickoff comes. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a one-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess that in the locker room, they talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Exit. Yeah.
Operating from the gun. Knight. Throw left side, caught by the tight end, Njoku. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Here we go. 70, Indy. Hey! Ready?
On first down, they go option to the right. And he slides to avoid the hit. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
King. Real. Smoke.
He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
Tight dog.
On 2nd and 9, Mayfield going for the deep ball. And this is taken in at the 5. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns have taken the lead. So up comes Mayfield as his guys will go for 2.
King.
Yes, Mike. I'm coming after you. Hatchet. He's checked.
X3. 218. Chop.
Check 9. Check 50.
Pistol. Done.
This certainly feels like they were wanting to go for 2, but weren't really sure they should go for 2. Do we, don't we? And guess what ends up happening?
5-yard penalty.
That's right. Now you probably line up and kick the extra point.
Seibert on for the PAT. And that'll make this a 6-point game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken very short. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Give the tackle there to Morgan Burnett.
Hold on.
Hey, check. 3 down.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Now this is fielded in the end zone. So dangerous with a football in his hands. Call that a return of 38. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Browns drive about to get started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go.
The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Kareem Hunt, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
So up comes Mayfield as his guys will go for 2.
His team showed up. Check 13. Check up. Point it right. Hey, Echo.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. Here's Seibert now to add the extra point. And the lead is now 13. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
On 2nd and 11 now. Goff. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Goff. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
It's got to the point where we see guys like that make that type of a catch. Not fair goes through my brain. That size, that speed, and now they're acting like wide receivers too.
Yeah, tight end one-handed catches. They're kind of like wide receiver one-handed catches nowadays.
Just not right.
Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Well, if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
On 2nd and 11 now. Goff, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Christian Kirksey just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. Out of the gun, Goff. It's caught, Nelson. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 43.
Now, that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. Jared Goff, 4 times last year, he led the Rams on a 4th quarter comeback. He obviously didn't do it in Super Bowl 53, but can he do it here? Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
We always talk about receivers. If the ball hits your hand, you're supposed to haul it in, but it is hard to adjust to a pass thrown a little bit behind you.
That one was all the momentum going forward. Couldn't contort his body back to grab it.
Check. Let me go. 76. 76.
On 2nd and 10, Goff. He's going to loft one deep left side. And it's caught for a Rams touchdown by Brandon Cooks. Brandon Cooks. His 4th touchdown on the year as his guys are back within a single score. Zerline good with a PAT. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a 1-score, 6-point game. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They've been rolling the last couple of drives, each inning in touchdowns. So this game is flipped. They were down. Now they're up with the football. We'll see how they handle it.
Can we get a spy on the headset now between the head coach and offensive coordinator? Because they've been in attack mode. Had to get back into the game. Now they have the lead. Do you stay on the attack, or do you dial it back a little bit to try and protect this lead?
Well, my cop-out answer would be somewhere in the middle. I think it's going to be a fine line, is it not?
I think you're exactly right, but I do think if they can stay aggressive and keep them on their heels, they'll be best served that way.
Well, this is Callaway on the receiving end. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
The Browns on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Mayfield keeps it himself, and they will touch him down, but not before he gets the 1st. He'll wind up getting 2 there as he does it himself and picks up the 1st.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. 1st down, and they'll try to run the option left. He's got the 1st down and more past midfield. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
The tackle made back at his own 49.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down.
Hey, Steve 6. Steve 6.
They'll try to throw here. Mayfield got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end.
Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Hey! Up, right there. We don't want this. Hey, foxtrot. 58 to Mike.
On third down, Mayfield. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up fourth down. Here's Jamie Gillen now as he'll punt it away for the second time. This is away, and it's a high kick. Hit pretty well. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Well, things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning.
Hey, come on out here. Come get some.
On 2nd and 11 now. Goff. He gets it to Gurley. Complete. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line.
Yeah, baby. Yeah.
So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They face a critical third down now, needing a score here in the late going. He'll look to throw, and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Here we go on fourth. Goff. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Terrence Mitchell. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
Good. 180. 58 to Mike. Alert.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hurry.
They run again with Hunt. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Good. 180. I got you, Pop. Got double tight. Hurry. Even. 4th down. My touch.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Seibert able to knock this one through, and the drive will wind up yielding 3. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but, boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind.
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Christian Kirksey in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Back to throw. Goff. And he's going to go down again. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. They go play action with Gurley. Now Goff. In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And what else could go wrong at this point? This is going to be a defensive touchdown as they keep